Afternoon. This is Nita and Miss Panda with the Timepiece Garden. So no, I'm not gonna lie. I've been home all day and I was gonna get up this morning and do some work in garden too, and then go have lunch and then come out here and work on the pile. And I had lunch and now I'm gonna work on the pile. Just how my morning went. Having said that, I forgot to bring one of my batteries back here for the chainsaw, so I need to walk to the house and get it and then get to work. At which point in time I'll bring some snacks out for the chickens. They just got done singing the song of our people, so there's an egg in there. I will also be checking on the baby chickens, make sure their water and stuff is okay. But yeah, we're getting ready to get to work, so we'll talk to you soon. Supervisor's like, take a water break. I agree. Copper's, making sure there's no killer worms in here, to include them hammerheads that eat earthworms. She's getting them all. Don't make no difference to her. Everybody else is over there around the stump having a sand bath, because that's what they like to do. While they were all eating worms, she was laying me an egg, so she's eating now. Having said that, I have finally completely dug under this log. Yes. I know it doesn't look like it right there, but I can get all the way through it. So that'll let me chainsaw it there, remove this piece. Does that make sense? Not exactly up here with my wire. Close enough, it's right there. So I can again move back. Now this one here, this one's long. It goes all the way into the scrub there, into the larger cedar logs that are up there. So if I'm going to continue to clean, I gotta cut it, 3 or 4 foot wide type thing, or long, and that way it tends to be the right weight for me to move without straining myself. And it has to move, because even with the tractor, I have a small tractor, it's not big, it's not going to get this log out from underneath all of that stuff. It's not going to happen. So I'm happy though. So it was just a quick break. You can see the hill's all clean. All that over there, the extra beauty berries, there's a couple of pokeberry weeds. Hate those things. They're large, they're deep. If you don't dig them out, you're not killing them. So here's one. Big old fatties. There's another one. Yes, it's pokeweed. That's its root. And you want to get all that, or as much of it as possible, so they don't grow back, because I don't want them back here. I know some people think they're edible, and if you boil it like 4 times it is. By the time you've boiled it 4 times, it's there's no nutritional value and no flavor content. So it's a waste. For me, it's a waste. I won't ever do berries. All right, let me go on. Got a log to cut. I will talk to you in a few. Yep, 3.5 feet of that log is gone. Yeah, that's a fluffy butt right there. Doing her thing, blocking the view. She's like, there's worms there, I know it. And she's having a blast. They all are. Having said that, I don't know if you see my little blue streamer there and over there. Because the log is gone, I'm actually at my string. So I need to tie it to that stump and then rerun it and mark my next, my next 3 foot wide. I don't know. I don't know how long this is. I've not measured it, but I need to do that. Does that make sense? And then this next set of cedar that I take out, I need to start building up the bottom side of the corner. Because that's where all this extra dirt goes. Zoom out. I know I've showed you before where the dirt was way up here and the riding lawnmower was way down here. I mean, it's a hill there. And the goal is not necessarily level, but to grade this 5-foot section so it's the same grade-ish. It's still got a slope. I'm on a hill. Water's got to run. But make that first terrace. So a lot of this hill goes right here, so I got to start building up that corner. And that'll happen with the next set of cedar logs in the next 3-foot section. So every time I cut 3 feet, we just start, stacking. You can already see where there's a wall going that way. It's got to start coming this way now. All the fun stuff. One day I'll be done. And I'll have a huge garden out here. And I'm gonna love it. Because it will also be the last garden that I build. I got perennials up there, trees over there, herbs up front. This will be all the annuals. To include the annual herbs, like marjoram. Life is awesome. And with that, Fluffy Butt and I will talk to you later. Alright, the line has been moved, and this first mound has already been cleared. A couple of pokeweeds, some multiflora rose, and a blackberry. There you go. There was lots of mess here. Chickens have been having fun digging in it. There's even some grape. Yeah, this is the second or the back side of the hump, and where I trimmed the log is where I'm at, and I've got it cleaned up. Again, this is like playing pickup sticks. This log is under that log, and its root ball is all the way over there. There's a half burnt log right there next to it. Don't know if it shows up well. There's one there. Looks like it may be bent under that or broke. That's some grapevine there. This log here goes underground, and then it resurfaces there. It's one of those that was under the 60-foot log. So again, it's like doing pickup sticks. I gotta undig and unbury so much so I can see what I truly have to pull out, or what I can leave. And let's let it be hugelkultur. Now again, if I pull it out, building my walls, there's my first corner. Should I get more mineral buckets? That makes sense. So they go on the left side and they get filled with rocks. And that way it creates a retaining wall that's as high as a mineral bucket. Does that make sense? With logs and smaller rocks on this side, and then this mound of dirt will make that corner level. Because you can see the slope now with the logs on there. It'll make it level so it goes straight across. And then I'll start the next retaining wall. That's the plan. You can kind of visualize it a little now. It's hard to visualize when it looks like that. Yeah. I decided I started building logs there just because I have to have a place to put them, because sooner or later I'm going to have to start mowing. And if I was stacking them all over here, I'm just creating a mess on the opposite side. So, those can stay where they're at for now. But as I pull like these guys out, there's that one there. So I'm going to have to cut it here and cut it here, and so I can move it so I can get this one out, or at least undug and cut, and get this one out or undug and cut. I mean, I've got to have a place to put them. So, build the wall. Build the wall. Talk to you in a few. Wood wall is looking awesome. There's my line. Yes, my lady, Fluffy Butt here, is still over here in the first area we cleared. There's the log. It's split branch coming off over there between Copper and Parthos is actually cut off, and then the log underneath it has also been cut. So I could continue to clear. Aren't those pretty cuts? I know, Parthos should telling you to look at it. From there, all that got cleared up to my 60-foot log that runs off into the pile. And I'm going to call it quits today. Whew! That'll work. I got a grapevine here that I'm starting to follow the root, and the root goes down into there somewhere. So I'll have to deal with him probably as I get further into the pile. Just like the log here, 3 or 4 feet, cut it off. The other reason why I'm going to just call it an evening is there's like 5 or 6 pokeweeds right here, kind of ending at that beautyberry. So that beautyberry, then it's just like pokeweed, pokeweed, all the way up here to my log. That's pokeweed stick. So that again is going to be better if I start on the other side tomorrow and then work my way to this area. Kind of like I did when I started over here. Got the pokeweeds out, and then I was able to get to both sides of the log. So it's pretty cool though. Now I'm walking over the humps and hills. So this is my pop-up. And if we put the pole in it, or just on that side, from a straight line over, that's almost 10 feet, because the string is now on the outside of the pole. So this is 10 foot worth of clearance. And then from the pole to where the grass starts down there is another 10 feet. I've done easily 20 feet worth of just, I don't know, 20 foot by 50 feet. I don't know, 20 foot by 75 feet. I've not measured it. I've done a lot. I still have a lot left to do. The sun's it's a bad angle. But yeah, lots of fun stuff. I'm calling it a day. Like I said, I'll start over here tomorrow. I'll start on this side. You know, see if I can get that stump out and beauty berry, rake this up, poke weeds, just kind of work my way back over to my stump that's all the way in the pile there. You know, one piece at a time. Whew. Yeah, Panda's like, I'm taking a break, Mom. I'm just taking a break. She's like, you do all the heavy lifting. Maybe she'll give me a biscuit later for a job well done. Huh. You have a great day. Miss Panda and I. We'll talk to you later.